All right, sports fans, how's everybody out there doing? William Martin coming at you here on YouTube with another edition of the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge Podcast. Now, all signs point to James Harden departing the Houston Rockets, and he might not be the only one, as Russell Westbrook could also be getting out of town as well. Now, Westbrook has 12 years in the NBA under his belt. And playing style-wise, at this point in his career, he is what he is. We've seen Westbrook on 3 separate occasions with the Oklahoma City Thunder average a triple-double. But at the end of the day, it's really empty stats because Russell Westbrook does not make the people around him better. He's a guy that needs the ball in his hands in order to be an effective basketball player. And at the end of the day, you're not going to win with Russell Westbrook as far as winning a championship. Now, you look at it, this contract of Westbrook, he still has plenty of money on the table. He's owed more than $150 million still on that massive $205 million contract he recently signed. Westbrook, like I said, he is a scorer, but there's little, interest for him on the trade front. And the reason there's several reasons for that. I mean, number one, for a team to acquire Westbrook, they have to give up a lot, draft picks and players, in order for the deal to balance out. And like I said, you're not going to win with this guy. He doesn't, if you look at any team out there right now in the NBA that is a championship contender or on the verge of being a championship contender, they really don't have a slot for Westbrook. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Westbrook is a bigger and stronger version of Allen Iverson. Maybe not the jump shot of Allen Iverson, but he's a guy from the standpoint that if he does not have the basketball in his hands, he's not going to be effective for you. And, it's unfortunate because Russell Westbrook is one of the better individual players of this era. He's definitely going to be a Hall of Famer. You can make a case for him, when the NBA has their 75th anniversary team, that he'll be one of the 75 greatest players to ever play in the NBA. But at the end of the day, he's going to be in that category. Well, you know what? He was good. He just was not good enough to win a championship. And, it's truly unfortunate. I mean, he had didn't have his best season stat-wise this past year with the Rockets, and that's to be understood because, he took a back seat to his former Thunder teammate in James Harden. But at the end of the day, it's not going to happen with Westbrook. He's averaged more than 23 points for his career. It's a situation where, he's a volume shooter, meaning that he has to take a lot of shots to get those points. It's a lot of iso ball, a lot of dribbling for like 10 or 15 seconds for him to get his shot, and he is not a perimeter shooter. So, I mean, Russell Westbrook is the type of guy, for him to make a pair of 3-point shots, he probably has to take 10. You're talking about a guy that for his career is barely a 30% 3-point shooter. And honestly, in 5 of the last 6 years, he is connected on 30% less than 30% for the season in 5 times in the last 6 seasons. So it simply is not there. You've heard rumblings about the New York Knicks. You've heard rumblings of the Charlotte Hornets as well, being possible destinations for Westbrook. I mean, there's always somebody who feels that they can, get the most out of a player on a trade front and bring him into their organization. But at this point in the game, I really don't see it for Russell Westbrook. He's just going to end his career as a great player, one of those guys that put up stats, one of those guys that was fun to watch. But at the end of the day, he, like so many others, will never know what it's going to be to hoist that coveted Larry O'Brien trophy. So, folks, that is going to wrap it up. And as always, I want to take this time out to thank you for tuning into the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge Podcast. I want to thank all of the subscribers out there. And if you have not already, please feel free to subscribe to this channel. Now, if you're on Twitter, please feel free to follow me at 300 Pounds of Sports. And like I always say, if you follow me, it will be my pleasure to follow you right back. There's also the sports discussion group on Facebook at the Sports Depot 365. You can check it out. Drop a line and be a part of one of the better sports debating sites going on social media. So once again, fine folks, my name is William Martin. Take care and have yourselves a wonderful day.